This video is going to work through problem 8 from exam 2, the 2018 exam 2. So we're given Wildcat Lab Manager is trying to decide if Wildcat is charging appropriate prices for 2 of its tests. She's recently learned about activity-based costing and thinks this is worth a try. She has some information for us, and we have to figure out what she should be charging under full cost pricing to charge a patient to cover the cost of test A. Okay, so test A, so ABC looks complicated. The thing to keep in mind is that basically we're doing the same cost allocation process, but each of these lines represents a cost pool. Okay, so we'll do a cost pool, cost driver, calculate the total driver, and then we'll calculate the cost per unit for each of the respective tests as if these tests were individual departments, right? So just think of the tests as departments and each of these as different cost centers that have to be allocated to each of the tests, and you're basically doing the same thing, right? And this is actually the easier version. This is like doing direct allocation. So let's get into this. Okay, I've copied out the information, and we need to start. The first thing we need to do is we're going to use that same 4-step process: cost pool, cost driver, allocation rate, amount allocated, right? So we know the cost pools. These are the cost pools. We need to calculate the appropriate drivers. So for receive, receive is 9,000. The driver is going to be number of tests. So we do 2,000 test A's and 2,500 test B's. So that's 4,500. So receive, the allocation rate then is $2 per test for receive. What about setup? The cost pool is 20,000. What is the driver? Well, the driver is the number of minutes. So we do 4 minutes per test A, 5 minutes per test B. We do 2,500 test Bs. So 5 times 2,500 is 5 times 2,500 is 12,500 plus 4 times 8. 4 times 2 is 8,000. So we have 20,500 minutes. So the cost per minute then is 20,000 divided by 20,500 minutes, or $9,756 per minute. For run, we're going to do $120,000 in cost, and it's per minute again. So it's going to be, we want the total minutes for all the tests. So 3 times 2,500 is 7,500, plus 1 times 2,000 is 2,000. So that's 9,500 minutes. So 120,000 divided by 9,500 is 12.631. $12.63 per minute. To record, recording is $10,000. It is 2 minutes per test, so we have 2 times 2,500 is 5,000. 2 times 2,000 is 4,000, so that's 9,000 minutes. So 10,000 divided by 9,000 gives us $1.11 per minute. Transmit Transmit is $6,000 in cost. It is 1 minute for each, so 2,500 plus 2,000 gives us 4,500. So the cost per minute is 6,000 divided by 4,500 gives us 1.33 repeating. Okay, so now we have all of the allocation rates. So for test A, we're going to have a cost to receive. So the cost to receive is $2 per test. For test A, we're going to have setup cost. Setup cost is going to be 0.9756 per minute times 4 minutes. So 0.9756 times 4 is not right. 0.9756 times 4 is 3.9024. So then we want to move on from set to run. Run is 1263 per minute times for A, running is 1 minute. So that's 1263. Then receive is record is 1.1 minute per $1.1 per minute. Recording takes 2 minutes. So that's 2.22. Next is transmit. Transmit costs 1.33, and A uses 1 minute of transmission. So that is 1.33. So to calculate the total cost of doing 1A, it's $2 for receive plus 3.9024 for setup plus 12.63 for running plus 2.22 for recording plus 1.33 for transmitting, or a total cost of $22.08. Okay. Now it asks us to what portion of the total annual cost for the 2 tests comes from providing test A. Well, the total cost, if we go back, was $165,000. We know that it costs us $22.08 roughly to do an A, and that we do 2,000 A's. So if we take the cost of doing A times the number of A's, we get A total A is 44,164, 165, round it. So what proportion of the cost comes from A would be 44,165 divided by 165,000 would be 26.8%. So that's all there is to that. It looks more complicated than it actually is.